Allah doesn't like weakness. He doesn't like when people beg other people. They play victim in life and they complain all the time. I wish I did this. I wish I did that. What if this happened? Blah, 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 blah. Here's what I noticed. Nowadays, whoever I meet, every other Muslim, I feel like they don't have the strong mindset and willpower anymore. Most of them, they refuse to work out on their bodies. They don't want to go to the gym. They're lazy. They just want to sit home all the time. And even if they go out, it's just for eating, right? And they don't want to to go on a hike or do adventurous stuff. It's just always sitting and eating and watching TV shows and etc. And yes, another thing that I notice in these people is their intellectual level is zero. All they talk about is TV shows, movies, what are other people doing, gossiping, superficial stuff. Somebody who is weak, their hearts are not gonna have faith. This is another thing I noticed. They will doubt themselves all the time. They have no self-confidence. They're always in the state of fear. Okay, what if I fail? What if it doesn't work? I feel like these people, they're always playing this victim role in their life, and they always are complaining about what other people have done to them. They take pressure from other people. They have zero people skills. And another thing I've noticed is that the weak people, normally, they don't want to put in the work. They don't want to put in the hard work. And even if they do put in the hard work, they don't want to trust Allah. Or they can't trust Allah and His timing. They're always in the state of fear, always thinking that, okay, Allah's not going to help them. Allah's going to do this. Allah's testing me all the time. Allah's doing this, doing that. They don't think outside the box instead of following the script that was given to them. So these are some of the things that I notice in people that I talk to. Not everything will be present in everything, but majority of the things will be present in somebody who is a weak believer. So think about it. If people become strong believers first, that's when they're going to see the results in their life. Even in Quran, Allah says that He does not change the condition of the believer until they change what's within them. That's a clear sign that you have to internally change in order to change your situation outside. Internally, you have to change. Here, your mindset has to change. Your body has to change. Because here's the thing. We want the opposite. This is what I've noticed in people. They want their situation to change first, and then they'd be like, okay, then I will change. If this changes, then I will change. If I have a great car or great job, then I will change and become the best. But it's actually the opposite. You have to put in the work. You have to become the best. And then you will see these results. It's time we become strong believers, because strong believer is more beloved to Allah than the weak believer. But He loves both, right? It's not like He's only towards one side. He loves both of these people. But He prefers the strong believer a little bit more, because the strong believer, if you think about it, they tend to give and not receive, right? They're not gonna beg anyone. They're not gonna just receive and be a victim card and complain all the time. Allah hates people who complain all the time, right? This is why Allah says in Quran that most of the people on earth, they're not grateful. If we are weak, people will control us, and we don't want that. It does not even apply on the individual level. It applies nationwide. So if you look at majority of the Muslim countries, they're struggling, except for the Gulf areas. But other than that, if you look at majority of the Muslim countries, the economy is bad. There's no infrastructure, none of that stuff. The country and its people are weak. They don't have like solid ground. Other countries will control them. This is the same on individual level. If I am weak, somebody else can come and control me, tell me what to do. You have to be strong physically. First of all, like we discussed earlier, physically, mentally, emotionally, financially, spiritually. These 5 things, these are the biggest thing. And I always pray to Allah that Allah, please, please, in these 5 areas, make me excel, right? And He does that. So how do you actually excel in life and become a strong believer? So first of all, you have to believe in yourself, not somebody else. Forget about other people. Believe in yourself that you can do certain things in life. Have some confidence. Work on your body. Eat well, right? One of my goals is to eat so well and work out on my body so much that when I reach the old age, then I don't have to like worry about, oh, I cannot walk and I blah, 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 right? So I don't want to be one of those old people who just complain all the time about their health. I don't want to be one of those people. So that's why I go to the gym and I work out and stuff like that. Get out of those gatherings that are superficial. They gossip, right? They put you down. Go in better places, better people. Be with better people who believe in you. Who are intellectual, and they actually have goals in life. Don't hang out all the time. Don't party, nothing, none of that. Some of it is fine, but you don't have to do it all the time. You have to have some type of plan and some type of goal. So you need to like sit down and see, what kind of lifestyle do I want? What is something that I want and not other people want for me? Earn as much money as you can, because if you're not good with finances, if you're not financially strong, you're not strong in any other areas. We come on this earth with our destinies written. Now, how much money that we're going to earn in our lifetime. So one is like a very static thing that, okay, we're going to earn and eat this much, right? And the second thing is dua. It can change with dua. If you make dua to earn more money, maybe Allah has written somewhere in your destiny that if you make dua, then Allah will allow more to happen. Also, you don't have to work 24/7 and burn out. You have to understand when your body needs rest. So this is the part where you look internally and realize that, okay, what does your body need? Use your brain to understand when you need rest and when you need work. Know what kind of life that you don't want. You know how we think that, okay, we want this type of life, that type of life, forever. It's also beneficial to know that what kind of life that you don't want, not acceptable. And that is sometimes the answer within your journey that you need to find, okay? At least you're not doing that, right? Whatever you're doing, even if you're lost, at least you know what not to do. Be so strong in your thinking that you know what's right and wrong. And that's okay. Sometimes we go towards the wrong thing and we don't understand at that point. But that's totally okay. It's part of like trial and testing, right? So sometimes things don't work out, and that's okay. You can own it. You can own your mistakes, own whatever the lessons that you have learned, and just simply move on. And that'll actually help you understand what's right or wrong in the future. Deal with people in a way that you know who's manipulating you, who's playing with you, who's controlling you, who's pressuring you, right? You need to be able to understand the people and their mindset. Like, what are they thinking? What are they, trying to do with you? And refuse all that and be your own person. Like, I get so many DMs in my inbox, mostly from females, and they're always playing a victim card, and they're always like, okay, my husband is controlling me, my mother-in-law is controlling me, my blah 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 pressurizing me. Don't follow the crowd. Think different from others. This is a big one, because Normally what happens is we tend to do what everyone's doing, and then we don't have our own personalities, our own decision making powers, none of that. So we just, do what the crowd is doing and just follow the crowd. Be confident in Allah's direction. Sometimes things don't work out, and that's okay. That is still a direction from Allah. You have to go through some wrong paths in order to reach where you are supposed to be. So be confident wherever is Allah's leading you, and just follow that plan. Even if nothing looks great, even if you don't see what's 10 times ahead of you, no. Just take one step at a time in the direction where Allah is guiding you. Like at the end of the day, like Allah wants to see you strong and not beg others for like money and attention and fame and all of that stuff, right? Change within yourself and acquire these things, because you don't want to like go to like people and beg for these things, right? Do them by yourself. Figure things out. Make sure you are strong in all 5 categories: physically, mentally, emotionally, financially, spiritually. Because at the end of the day, we don't want to be a weak believer that Allah doesn't love. We want to be strong, and we want to actually help other people, uplift them, empower them, and think positive about Allah all the time. What you think of Him is exactly what you will get in life. If you want to learn more about this, watch this video, and I'll see you guys in the next one.